We're Nicki and Carlo and we live in Positano, Italy, except we also just bought a house in Tuscany, which we're currently renovating, so we live there too. Join us as we turn this house and olive grove into a dream home and get to grips with living in two different parts of Italy. After 3 weeks in England, 1 week in France, and another 3 weeks in Tuscany, it was only fair that we spend some time back in Positano. We drove back on a Thursday in the last week of August, arriving late afternoon just as the sky was turning golden. As we hit the coast road, we wound down the windows, letting the warm sea air into the car. Little snouts sniffed and tails wagged. The dogs recognised the smell and knew exactly where they were. The garden was overgrown and in need of some attention. Sky and Nicola both work long hours in the summer with little free time, so for now we don't expect them to do the gardening. We take care of it ourselves when we're here. We got straight to work because after our long drive it was actually nice to be moving and stretching outside. It's funny how so many plants grow so well in this garden. Most of the ornamental plants that started as small pot plants have become enormous and need to be tamed back quite heavily. But the one thing we'd really like, a nice smooth lawn, has proved completely impossible to grow here. Carlo's brother Luca has asked us to gather some vegetables from the garden to take down to Mamma. This year, as we've been spending more time in Tuscany and Luca has been busy with work and taking a bit more time for himself, the vegetable patches are looking rather overgrown. But amongst the knee-high grasses and weeds, we can still find cucumbers, eggplants and peppers. Luca also planted a ton of onions this year, which are now hanging from the rafters, and there are at least 3 varieties of tomatoes, lots of bushy basil plants and arugula, and always plenty of lemons. I transfer everything from the baskets to a shopping bag, easier to carry on the walk down the mountain. Carlo walks up the road above to drive down to town. We'll meet at Mama's later. I love this walk down our steps to Mama's house. Walking out of our steep valley onto the edge of the town with this view in front of me feels like returning to civilization after time hidden away in a dark forest. During the lockdowns, I had to do it at least once a day just to check that the world was still there.
Another one. And another one. Oh, get this over there. You can do it.
Ready, go. So we left Mama's house and we stopped off at a little restaurant for lunch. Let me put this down without making it fall. And we also got some pizzas to take away, which we'll heat up tonight and have for dinner, which I'm really looking forward to. And I've come for a walk with Indy up into the valley here. Carlo's gone back home with Holly, who didn't want to come for a walk. It's really nice to be back, actually. I'm really enjoying it. The first 2 days, maybe not so much, because we got back and there was suddenly an extreme heat wave with ridiculous amounts of humidity. You could cut the air with a knife, pretty much like it was when we left in June. But luckily it only lasted a couple of days. And then there was this crazy electrical storm that started about 9:30, 10 in the evening. And I woke up at about 2 and it was still going, and I woke up at 5:45 and it was still going. And it was one of those electrical storms where you just get constant flashes of lightning that just don't stop all night long, and just a continual rumble of thunder. It was quite spectacular. Anyhow, after that the air cleared a bit and the temperatures are reasonable, and it's still hot, but it's bearable hot. And here where I am now, this is the coolest part of Positano, one of the coolest areas. And by cool I mean fresh. It's lovely and fresh here, always is, no matter how hot it is anywhere else, because the sun never quite hits this little corner. We're by a little mountain stream that comes trickling down, a little waterfall, and it's not very strong at all at the moment, but in the winter it can be quite a little torrent. And it's just nice to sit here on this big smooth rock and play with Indy, play with some sticks, and just relax for a bit. I always come here and just do some big deep breaths. Love it. Anyhow, Elizabeth called me earlier and she's got a free boat tomorrow, so we're going to go out for a boat trip, which would be really nice. Is this going to be maybe the second time this year that I've come out on a boat trip with her, so looking forward to that. I might even have a swim in the sea, which I haven't done at all this year.
Ti sei adattato al posto dove stai, da Adolfo?
Sono appena sceso da casa e adesso so come si sentono i turisti quando vengono a Positano.
Why?
Mi tremano le gambe. Ho perso l'allenamento.
Aspetta, lo prendo un altro papà. Guarda le coccole! Coccole! Ma voi avete la fortuna di vedere. 3, 2,
1. Stanno già qua a aspettare.
Forse Raimondo
Hanno visto la barca rossa, già sapevo.
quelli buttano i cavalli!
Chiedo gentilmente se potete passare dall'altra parte così io prendo la cima.
There's all Elizabeth's boys having lunch together. So this is Lido degli Artisti, and this is just before Amalfi. I've never been here before. Looks lovely though. And this is our table. And that's our view.
Prova, anche perché la bello, vuoi da...
Oh, la vita non sta solo a significare il punto,
Sì, no.
sta a significare anche il tempo degli altri.
Aspetta, adesso. Qua ci vuole acqua e dopo lo guardiamo e lo rimettiamo, ok? Guardala.
Mamma, io te lo ridò.
Hey, whee!
Dice che
Quella è la grande... Una volta al la polla.
Vai a dire, all'indietro in avanti. Uno, due, tre.
The next day we went back to visit Mama again, who has a little message for you.
Non credo nemmeno. Avessi voluto già fare.
Io sto molto meglio, però a camminare non vado molto bene.
Ma stai molto meglio dell'ultima volta.
Molto meglio, sì. Però non riesco a camminare senza appoggiarmi bene. Poi ringrazio tutti perché tutti mi mandano i saluti, come sta Adelina, come sta, tutti. Grazie a tutti. Ok? Grazie a tutti.
I'm with Tommaso now, come potete vedere. Lui sta bene?
Sto bene.
E se volete sapere perché lui non è più nei video da un po' di tempo, me lo spiegherà.
Perché in estate soprattutto sono rinchiuso nella pasticceria a lavorare per i clienti di un hotel importante.
Quindi il tuo orario di lavoro è molto intenso?
Sì, è molto intenso e molto scomodo.
What time do you wake up in the morning?
Alle 4 del mattino io già sto lavorando, alle 3 mi sveglio per andare al lavoro.
Wow. So what time do you go to bed?
Presto, a volte alle 7, alle 8 di sera io già vado a dormire.
Ok.
Allora, il fatto che non vedete Tommaso l'ha appena spiegato. Lui praticamente fa questo lavoro per 8 mesi,
Sì, 8 mesi
all'anno. Quindi lui va a dormire presto, si sveglia prestissimo, finisce di lavorare e poi c'ha tempo solo per vedere chi?
La mia fidanzata.
La sua fidanzata, che ovviamente preferisce a me, no? Giusto?
Sì.
Perché è giusto.
Sì,
Ecco.
sì.
E quindi e questo è il motivo per cui lo vedete poco sul canale. Poi c'è anche il fatto che stiamo passando più tempo in Toscana, ma come potete vedere lui sta benissimo.
Oggi siamo qua, oggi stiamo insieme.
But you will come to Tuscany this winter, yes?
Sì. Vieni a trovarci o no?
Sì,
Se
a
no mi offendi.
novembre e dicembre.
Ok, perfect.
Ok. Siamo appena andati dalla nonna, lei sta molto bene e Tommaso sta molto
Sì.
bene. Quindi per tutti quelli curiosi adesso sapete il motivo per cui Tommaso non è spesso nei nostri video. C'è la sua vita, tutto qua.
I hope you've enjoyed this little slice of life in Positano with us. We've so enjoyed this past week. It's always such a joy to be back with family and friends. We'll be here for a few more weeks and I'm really looking forward to sharing more of it with you. Don't forget there's always a more in-depth midweek video on our other channel, Aperitivo 50, where we normally concentrate on one specific subject, and there's also weekly updates over on my Patreon page. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful week.